Tea Time with Shebrews Royalty features remedies for inner healing and outer beauty. Real-time conversations with sisters in the Hebrew Israelite community, focused on healing our spirit, mind, and body, which will contribute to the healing of our nation as a whole. Sip a cup of tea, wear your favorite turban, tee, or tunic, and enjoy Tea Time with Shebrews Royalty. Tea Time with Shebrews Royalty features remedies for inner healing and outer beauty. Real-time conversations with sisters in the Hebrew Israelite community, focused on healing our spirit, mind, and body, which will contribute to the healing of our nation as a whole. Sip a cup of tea, wear your favorite turban, tee, or tunic, and enjoy Tea Time with Shebrews Royalty. Shebrews Royalty. She's got the fruits of the spirit, love, joy, and peace. She's got long suffering, gentleness, and goodness, temperance, faith, and meekness too. Shebrews Royalty. She's got the fruits of the spirit. Shebrews Royalty. She's got the fruits of the spirit, love, joy, and peace. She's got long suffering, gentleness, and goodness, temperance, faith, and meekness too. Shebrews Royalty. She's got the fruits of the spirit.
Shalom, 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 sisters. Shalom, shalom, Shebrews. Come on in, come on in, come on in, Shebrews, with your beautiful royal selves. Come on in, come on in. Sister Karad is here. Shalom, sis. Shalom, bright and early. Awesome, awesome, awesome. It's always so good to see you. Sister Jeanette is here. Shalom, sis. Shalom. Please, please, please do me a favor. Hit that like button, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell if you haven't already done so. Call someone up and tell them that we are live. We are live. Yes, give someone a call or someone's. Give someone's a call and let them know that we are live. Oh, the water, sis, the water. All praises to the Most High. The water, Sister Jeanette. The water. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. All praises to the Most High. How are you? How are you, Sister Jeanette? How are you, Sister Karad? How are you? So good to see you all. Let us get this Shebrews Royal Tea Party started. Let's do that. But before we go any further, let us do what we do every Sunday when we come together. We give a big praise to the Almighty, I am that I am. AHAYAH, ASHAR, AHAYAH, the God of the Hebrews and the Shebrews, in the name of his Son, YASHAYA HaMashiach, whom the world calls Jesus Christ, and the Holy Spirit, Rawach, Qadash, for bringing us back another Sunday, bringing us through another week into this first day of the week. So I am your hostess, Qala Yakachaa, and I humbly thank you for joining me on this broadcast today. Thank you all so much for being here. Wow, it's always so good to see you all. Always so good to see you. Sister AHAYAH says, I'm doing very well. All praises to the Most High, the water, and all praises to AHAYAH. That is correct. That is correct. He gets all the praise, all the honor, and all the glory, because we sure couldn't have done it ourselves. So, how was your week? How was your Purim? How was your Purim? Yes, I know we had such a beautiful celebration, did we not? Did we not? So, sisters, you sisters in California, I already know you had such an amazing Purim, and the children all had such a wonderful time opening their presents, their gifts. It was beautiful. It was beautiful. All praises to the Most High for these feast days. All praises. So yeah, we are back. We are back. Here we are, another Sunday. So before moving forward, let me get the disclaimers out of the way, and then we can just jump right into this show for tonight. Sister Hapkarat said it was beautiful. Yes, it was. Yes, it was. Every holy day is so amazing. It's so amazing. It's so, wow. What were we doing before we learned about all these beautiful holy days, huh? Well, we don't want to even talk about that. We don't even want to talk about that. Sister Shamira, good to see you. Shalom, sis. Shalom. All praises to the Most High. Good to see you. So yeah, let me start by talking about what tea time with Shebrew royalty is not. So tea time with Shebrew royalty is not going to be everybody's cup of tea. We get it. We understand, and that's okay. But if you happen upon this channel and you realize that you don't agree with our beliefs or our lifestyle, it's okay to keep searching YouTube until you find your perfect cup of tea and your perfect flavor. You owe that to yourself, and I'm sure that if you continue to search, you will do just that. You will find your perfect cup of tea and flavor. What I do ask is that you not leave any derogatory statements, any insults in the comment box, because that would be distasteful. So we would really appreciate it, and we thank you in advance. Also, although I am a licensed physician assistant and certified functional nutrition informed professional, that's a mouthful, and I will be touching on topics of health and wellness on my broadcast, such as tonight. We will not be utilizing this platform to diagnose or treat anyone's illnesses. If you are experiencing any medical problems whatsoever, please consult your healthcare practitioner. And the views that you will hear on this channel are the views of myself or my guest, and not those of any particular church or organization. That being said, let us talk about my guardian doc. Let's talk about my guardian doc. I show this video every week. Why? Because as much as we don't like to, sometimes it is necessary for us to seek out medical care. So I would like to share with you another option to keep in mind, just in case you may need to get some health care, right? So for more information, please visit the website, myguardiandoc.com. But in the meantime, let's take a look at this video.
Life can throw unexpected curveballs. When it comes to your family's health, you need someone in your corner. Introducing My Guardian Doc. Life can throw unexpected curveballs. When it comes to your family's health, you need someone in your corner. Introducing My Guardian Doc. Your virtual medicine program provides compassionate medical guidance and world-class care around the clock. Within minutes, talk to a licensed physician. We are My Guardian Doc. All our doctors are guided by our Patient Safety and Care Equity Council, whose mission is to ensure you receive safe and equitable care. For just $27 per month, your entire household gains access to a team of dedicated medical professionals. Whether it's just sniffles or sneezes, medication refills, or a question about diagnosis or treatment, or the need to speak to a behavioral health specialist in the privacy of your home, no concern is too big or too small. My Guardian Doc is here to help you. No surprise fees, no hidden costs, just quality care when you need it most. With My Guardian Doc, for just $27 per month, your entire household's associated benefits include immediately lower micromort count, which is your 1 in a million chance of dying, on-demand access to doctors, reduce healthcare costs, improve healthcare outcomes, decreased visits to the hospital or emergency room, increase your lifespan, and gain peace of mind knowing your family's health is always protected. From urgent care, primary care, medical guidance, prescription discounts, hospital bill negotiation, and much more, My Guardian Doc is here for you every step of the way. Millions of people have expressed a need for My Guardian Doc. Join the fastest growing subscription service. Visit myguardiandoc.com to subscribe today, because your family's health deserves the best.
So that is myguardiandoc.com. And as the video states, for more information, please visit the website, myguardiandoc.com. And if you choose to sign up for coverage, you can find the subscription link for Tea Time with Shebrew Royalty viewers in the description box just below this video. So who is here? Who else has joined us? Sister Jazzy has joined us. Shalom, sis, and Sister Phyllis. Shalom, sisters. Shalom. All praises to the Most High. We are getting ready to get this royal tea party started. So if you haven't already done so, please hit that like button, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. I hope that you're wearing your favorite turban, tea, tunic, or dress. And that being said, let's sip some tea or tonic or water and have healthy talk. Let's get this royal tea party started. So let me show the royal tea menu. I have to do this. I know I have to do this every Sunday, so you all don't forget all of these delicious drinks that are available to you from Shebrew Royalty. So let us take a look at this menu. Give me just a minute to pop this on the screen here. Hold on. Don't go anywhere. Oh, my computer is being slow tonight. Give me just a second, sisters. Here we go. Got to get it to pop up on my end first here. So. Wow. Is it blue on your end, sisters? Is the screen blue on your end? Talk to me. On my end, I'm seeing a blue screen when I try to add the picture. Is it blue on your end? No, it's not. It's clear on your end. Oh my. I wonder what's going on here. There we go. That was bizarre. Hold on here. Okay. So it looks like it's, wow, that was really strange. It was totally blue on my end. I couldn't even see the picture. So let's talk about this menu. It looks like we're starting on page 2 because page 1 was blue. We'll see what happens. So let's start off with the green mint tea, which is a smooth, healthy green tea infused with mint leaves. And then there's spiced apple cider, a delicious blend of apples, oranges, and warm spices, a healthy hot beverage to warm you up on those cold days and nights. Then there's a ginger beer, which is a sweet and spicy, refreshing island favorite made with ginger root. Turmeric antioxidant tea is a super powerful anti-inflammatory tea that is not only healthy, but also very tasty. And then there's the very berry antioxidant, an aromatic blend of yummy goodness, a powerhouse of antioxidants that is packed with multiple berries, spices, and herbs that work together to help fight off sicknesses and diseases and keep you healthy. All right, let us try page 1 again and see what happens. Let us see. Voila, voila, perfect. At least it's perfect on my end. Finally, oh my goodness. Forget the blue screen. So here's the kombucha, a delicious, healthy, fizzy drink full of valuable probiotics for gut health. Flavored or plain, it is super refreshing. Sorrel is a sweet but tangy, super healthy Caribbean beverage infused with plenty of warm spices. Citrus rosemary tea, super refreshing black tea infused with fresh rosemary and yummy citrus fruits packed with vitamins and antioxidants. Then there's the flavored lemonade, an upscale version of an all-time favorite beverage made with all natural and organic fruits and herbs, no syrups. Choose from a variety of flavors such as strawberry, raspberry, mango, lavender, rose petals, and more. And that's the same thing with the kombucha. Your selection of flavors are just endless. And any of these drinks can be enjoyed cold or hot, except for the kombucha. I wouldn't recommend the kombucha hot just because it will kill off all of those valuable probiotics if you heat it up. But anything else can be served hot or cold. And also, because these drinks are custom made to your liking, you can choose unsweetened, or you can choose to sweeten them with honey or agave, whatever is your fancy. You just let me know. So that is the Shebrews Royal Tea. Royal teas. I tell you, it's a mouthful, but I love it. These are definitely royal teas, my sisters. Royal teas for real. No joke. All right. Let us get this off the screen. Let's get this royal tea party started. So, sisters, let's talk about, speaking of teas, what is your cup of tea or glass of tonic, or what is your drink of choice tonight? What is your drink of choice? Is it a tea? Is it a tonic? Is it a lemonade? What are you sipping on tonight? Sister Ashley is here. Shalom, sis. Good to see you. Shalom. So my drink of choice tonight, I will show it to you. Look at that red, oh my gosh, that deep red color. What do you think this is? Who can guess what I am sipping on tonight with this very, very deep, dark red color? Who can tell me what I'm sipping on tonight? No, it's not wine. It's not red wine. What is it that I am having? Well, I am going to tell you. My drink of choice tonight is beetroot juice. Fresh squeezed beetroot juice. Oh my goodness. And it is, oh my gosh, it is so super refreshing and delicious. And I also added some ginger, some fresh squeezed ginger as well. Sister Shamira says moringa and lemon tea. That sounds good. That sounds good, sis. I love moringa. Yes, very, very healthy. That's a superfood right there. So yes, I am having beetroot juice. Sister Phyllis says, Shalom, sisters. Shalom. Praying all is well with everyone. I am late coming in. No, you're right on time, sis. You're perfect. Right on time. So this beetroot juice, oh my goodness. I have a video here for us to watch. It is 17 amazing health benefits of beetroot juice. Who likes beetroot? Who likes beets? I've loved beets since I was a child. And so I eat a lot of beets, but it's been a while since I've juiced the beetroot. And I am telling you, I have to do this at least once a week because it is so good. And we're going to learn tonight 17 amazing health benefits of beetroot juice. So we should all be drinking beetroot juice at least once a week. Sister Jeanette says, love beets. Yes, yes, yes. Sister Jean, shalom, sis. You're having water tonight. Awesome. Yeah, let us take a look at this video. Let me get rid of all this other stuff from here and get this video up here. 17 amazing health benefits of beetroot juice. And this video is by Horizons Health. Horizons Health.
Beetroot juice benefits. 17 amazing health benefits of beetroot juice. Beet is a sweet, bulbous root vegetable that most people either like or dislike. It's not new to the block, but within the last decade or so, it's risen to superfood status. Research suggests that drinking beet juice, also known as beetroot juice, will improve your well-being. Remember when you run out, leaving the juice of beet untouched? Beautiful beets, or beetroots, as they are also called, have made a lot of progress. Today, beets have won their status as a superfood for the countless benefits they offer to our table. In today's video, we will share with you 17 amazing health benefits of beetroot juice. Number 1. Helps lower blood pressure. Beet juice will help reduce blood pressure. Researchers observed that people who drank 250 milliliters, or around 8.4 ounces, of beet juice a day reduced both systolic and diastolic blood pressure. Nitrates, compounds in beet juice that convert to nitric oxide in the blood and tend to expand and loosen blood vessels, are believed to be the cause. Number 2. Improves exercise stamina. Daily ingestion of beet juice is the explanation of why the crimson drug test occurs in athletes. Yes, for greater stamina, athletes consume beets and beet juice. By dilating the blood vessels, nitrate delivers additional oxygen to the muscles. According to a small 2012 study, beet juice improves plasma nitrate levels and increases physical efficiency. During the analysis, qualified cyclists who drank 2 cups of beet juice a day increased their 10-kilometer time trial by nearly 12 seconds. Around the same time, their maximum oxygen output was also decreased. Do you find this video interesting so far? Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Hit the like button and ring the notification bell if you want to see more content like this. Number 3. May improve muscle power in people with heart failure. The findings of the 2015 research show more advantages for nitrates in beet juice. The study found that people with heart disease reported a 13% rise in muscle strength 2 hours after drinking beet juice. Number 4. May slow the progression of dementia. According to a 2011 study, nitrates can help improve blood supply to the brain in older people and help reduce cognitive loss. Since participants had eaten a high nitrate diet that included beet juice, their brain MRIs revealed enhanced blood flow to the frontal lobes. Frontal lobes are concerned with cognitive reasoning and behavior. More studies are required, but the promise of a high nitrate diet to help avoid or slow down dementia is promising. Number 5. Helps you maintain a healthy weight. Straight beet juice is low in calories and has no fat. This is a perfect choice for your morning smoothie. It will give you a spike in nutrients and energy when you start your day. Number 6. May prevent cancer. Beets have a rich color from betalains, which are water-soluble antioxidants. As per a 2016 review, betalains have chemopreventative properties against certain cancer cell lines. Betalain is considered to be free radical scavengers that tend to locate and kill dysfunctional cells in the body. Number 7. Good source of potassium. Beets are a strong source of potassium, a mineral, and an electrolyte that allows nerves and muscles to function properly. Drinking beet juice in a balanced way will help keep the potassium levels as high as possible. If potassium levels are too low, fatigue, weakness, and muscle cramps can occur. Extremely low potassium can lead to potentially fatal irregular heart rhythms. Number 8. Good source of other minerals. Without basic minerals, the body cannot function properly. Few minerals strengthen the immune system, while others help healthy bones and teeth. In addition to potassium, beet juice provides iron, magnesium, manganese, sodium, zinc, copper, and selenium. Number 9. Good source of folate. Folate is a B vitamin that helps to avoid neural tube defects, such as spinal bifida and anencephaly. It can also reduce the chances of delivering a premature infant. Beet juice is a very strong source of folate. If you are of childbearing age, adding folate to your diet will help you get the recommended amount of 600 micrograms per day. Number 10. Supports your liver. Take regular attempts to carry beet into daily life to lighten the stress of the liver, one of the hardest functioning organs of the human body. Animal tests indicate that beetroot juice can protect against liver harm. You can develop a disorder known as a non-alcoholic fatty liver disease if the liver is overloaded due to the factors like poor diets, excessive intake of alcohol, exposure to toxic chemicals, sedentary lifestyles. The antioxidant betaine helps to eliminate or minimize fatty deposits in the liver. Betaine can also help shield the liver from toxins. 11. May reduce cholesterol. If you have elevated levels of cholesterol, try adding beet juice to your diet. A 2011 rat study showed that beetroot extract reduced overall cholesterol and triglycerides and raised HDL, or good cholesterol. It also reduces the oxidative stress on the liver. Researchers conclude that the cholesterol-lowering ability of beetroot is possibly due to its phytonutrients, such as flavonoids. Number 12. Get relief from mountain sickness. Love high altitude trips but hate to build the chaos of mountain sickness? Beetroot juice provides strong relief from headaches, vomiting, and drowsiness, as nitrates in beet are handy to provide plenty of oxygen. As a result, your body can rapidly acclimate as you ascend the mountain. Next time you pack your suitcase, have a little space for beet juice. Number 13. Beet juice promises glowing skin. Beet juice helps make the skin clearer, younger, and firmer. Anti-inflammatory, antioxidant, and blood-purifying agents found in beet work to boost your wellness and well-being, which essentially reflects on your skin. Removing dead skin cells, black circles, blemishes, itching, and acne, moisturizing, lightening of the skin, you name it, beet has it. Number 14. Blood tonic. In addition to promoting the development of red blood cells, beet juice is excellent for eliminating toxins from circulation. The veggie comes filled with antioxidants and nitrates that improve the production of enzymes involved in the removal of toxins. Number 15. Beets are good for the beet. Like several other superfoods, beets are heart-friendly. In addition to reducing blood pressure, beet juice incorporates antioxidant betaine and B vitamin folate, which work together to decrease homocysteine in the blood. Elevated homocysteine is known to be linked with inflammatory arterial disease. Research published in the Journal of Experimental Biology and Medicine reveals that the intake of beetroot juice protects the heart from post-IR myocardial infarction and ventricular dysfunction. Number 16. Combat anemia. The lack of red blood cells or hemoglobin in the blood causes anemia. Loaded with iron and folate beet juice, it stimulates the development of red blood cells. It also contains a large amount of phosphorus, magnesium, potassium, zinc, calcium, sulfur, copper, and other B vitamins that facilitate circulation. Vitamin C also mediates the absorption of iron. Number 17. Beet juice is an aphrodisiac. Analysis has demonstrated that boron has a distinct effect on estrogen and testosterone, reproductive hormones. Moreover, nitric oxide produced by dietary nitrate metabolism in beet increases blood flow and enhances sexual life. Beets are safe no matter how much you prepare them. However, juicing beets are a perfect way to enjoy them because cooking beets decreases their nutritious value. If you don't like beet juice straight up, consider adding a few slices of apple, lime, orange, or carrot to break through the earthy flavor. If you plan to add beet juice to your diet, take it easy first. Start by juicing half a small beet to see how your body reacts. You should drink more as the body adapts. Your urine and stools can appear red or pink when you eat beets. This problem, known as beeturia, is harmless. It might be surprising, though, if you don't expect it. If you have low blood pressure, consuming beet juice regularly can increase the chance of your blood pressure falling too low. Control your blood pressure with caution. Will you include beetroot juice into your diet after watching this video? Please let me know in the comments section below. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I can't grow this channel without your support. Don't forget to like, comment, and share. Stay healthy.
Wow. All of those amazing benefits that you get from this one veggie. This one veggie is so, oh my gosh, who doesn't like beets? Who doesn't like beets? Sister Phyllis says, oh my, I need this. I heard nitrates and improved blood flow. Yes. Ayanda Bar says, yes, this is most definitely a superfood for sure. Beets, so good. And you can enjoy them in so many different ways. Put them in your Instant Pot. I put them in my Instant Pot within 30 minutes. They're done. They're steamed. And I love, love, love beets in my salad. So good. They are so good. So yes, beets, start juicing beets on a regular basis, especially if you have anemia, if you have high blood pressure, any of the issues that were discussed in that video. All right, 17 amazing health benefits of beetroot juice. We have no excuses to be unhealthy, sisters. Sister Hapkara says, I'm sorry, but I really don't care for them, but would definitely eat them or drink them for all that nutrition. I hear people say this all the time, that they don't like beets, that they're just too earthy. And I've had some beets that they were just, no other way to describe it other than just really earthy. But the majority of beets that I get from, I shop primarily at Trader Joe or Sprouts. And those beets are always so sweet. They're always so sweet and so delicious. So, shop Trader Joe, shop Sprouts. There's no guarantee that you're going to get sweet beets from Trader Joe or Sprouts, but that's where I shop, and I love, love, love the beets. So anyway, that is the story of beetroot juice benefits, 17 amazing health benefits. And I'm going to go into more detail later on about the beetroot juice. Sister Amanda says, hey, girl, hey, from Vegas, body. Oh, praises. Shalom, sis. Shalom. Welcome. Long time no see. Shalom. Come on in. So once again, hit that like button, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. We are about to get started. We do not promote on social media because I don't have any other social media platforms, any other accounts. So I depend on you, on your support, by sharing the channel and also inviting other sisters, your family, your friends, by word of mouth or by social media to join us, please, because we go into such good information on this show. These are things that sisters need to hear, right? We really do. We really need to learn how to stay healthy, and it's as much for my benefit as well. Trust me. Yes. I need reminders. So every Sunday I am reminding myself of the things that I need to continue to do. So the last couple of weeks, we actually ended up with 2 episodes of Ageless Wellness. And guess what? We're here for the 3rd and final episode, Ageless Wellness, tailored strategies for women in their 30s, 40s, 50s, and beyond. So we set the stage 2 weeks ago for the show because this is such an important topic. And I really just wanted to take my time to go through all of this information because it's just so much information, and we're talking about different decades, right? I started actually in the 20s because we started talking about how in our 20s, we tend to not really take health seriously. Why? Because we thought, oh, we're young and we're going to be young forever. I'll never have any health issues. So I can eat whatever I want to eat. I can drink whatever I want to drink. I can smoke whatever I want to smoke. I can do whatever I want to do, until when you hit your 30s and you now start kind of feeling like, I'm only 30 something, but I'm beginning to feel like I'm getting up there in age. I know some 30-year-olds that start thinking that, right? And Then after the 30s, there's the 40s. And then before you know it, you wake up and you're 50. You wake up one day and it's like, how did this happen? I went to bed 40 something and I woke up 50. It happens to all of us, right? It does. But time is just flying so fast. And that being said, none of us are getting any younger, right? As far as the clock is concerned. But that does not mean that we have to age at a rapid rate. We can age gracefully. Shalom, Sister Sierra. Shalom, shalom, beautiful. Good to see you. Good to see you. Shalom. Yeah, we can take our time getting mature. I'll use that word. I won't use the old word. We can just take our time and grow gracefully mature. How do you like that? How do you like that? Gracefully mature. I like that. I like that term. So let us continue tonight. But before getting into the meat and potatoes for tonight, I just want to do a recap briefly of what we talked about during the last couple of shows, right? So here we are in part 3. Part 3. So, sisters, it's showtime, not at the Apollo, but right here on Tea Time with Sheba Royalty. So this is the 3rd Sunday in February 2025. And once again, this is a continuation of Ageless Wellness, tailored strategies for women in their 30s, 40s, 50s, and beyond. So in these episodes, we've been diving into something that every woman should hear: how to take care of our mind, body, and spirit at every stage of life, from building strong foundations in your 30s to embracing vitality in your 60s and beyond. So we've been diving into, so many different topics. So whether you're just starting your wellness journey or looking to refine it, these episodes are definitely for you. So if you missed the first 2 episodes, please go back, especially if you fall into those age categories that we went over the last couple of weeks, which we're talking about the 30s, 40s, and 50s. Wellness isn't one size fits all. It evolves as we do. So tonight we're going to be focusing primarily in the 60s and beyond, right? So stay tuned, because this conversation could change how you approach your health and self-care. Also, please remember that what you will hear tonight and what you heard on the previous broadcasts, previous shows, is to just be used as a guideline, not an absolute when it comes to your wellness routine. Please keep in mind, if you have any medical conditions or are taking medications, that it is important for you to discuss any changes to your wellness plan with your healthcare provider before implementation, right? Sister Sierra says, hey, yes, these shows are amazing. Every woman should be tuning in. So helpful. The water, sis, the water. All praises to the Most High. The water. All praises to the Most High. So we started off with the 30s, and we defined that as the decade often marked by juggling careers, relationships, and sometimes even starting a family. It's also a critical time to set the stage for long-term health. You don't want to wait until you're 60 and beyond to now start thinking about health. By the time you're 30 years old, that should be in the forefront of your mind, right? is good health. So we're in the 30s, we're talking about building strong foundations. We talked about the importance of balanced nutrition, strength training for bone density, managing stress, and preventive care. And once again, like I said, I'm just going to go over these briefly. And if you haven't already seen the previous shows, please go back and watch those so you can get more in-depth information. We asked the question, what are some common challenges you see women face in their 30s? And what advice would you give for building a strong foundation of wellness? So we had some of the sisters that were in their 40s or 40s and beyond, giving the younger sisters some health care, some tips, basically. And then we branched out from the 30s into the 40s. And this is where we started talking about thriving through hormonal shifts. Oh my goodness, the hormones really start getting out of whack in your 40s. This is the decade about navigating hormonal changes and finding balance. We talked about perimenopause, symptoms like mood swings and weight changes that can sneak up on you. We talked about the food for hormonal balance, focusing on phytoestrogens like flaxseed, soy, plus calcium and vitamin D. We talked about exercising, pairing strength training with cardio to support metabolism and cardiovascular health. We also talked about detox, supporting your liver by reducing alcohol and processed foods, and add in cruciferous vegetables such as broccoli and cauliflower to your diet. Hormonal shifts can feel overwhelming, and we also talked about some natural ways that women in their 40s can support their bodies during this transition. And I shared quite a few articles. So once again, if you go back and watch those videos, you'll also be able to download some of those articles that we went into. So I really strongly encourage you, if you haven't already seen those videos, please go back and watch. Then we went into women in their 50s embracing change. This was last week show. So we said, as we move into the 50s, many women are experiencing menopause and adjusting to life post-hormonal shifts. So we talked about how to thrive during this stage when now we're really in full-blown menopause, right? We talked about menopause management, taking herbs like black cohosh and even in primrose to help, and also mindfulness practices. We talked about bone health. Strength training is non-negotiable. Be sure that you're getting enough magnesium, calcium, and vitamin D. And sleep. Address sleep disturbances. This is time where you really need to get your sleep, get your rest. You can use natural remedies such as magnesium glycinate or melatonin. So menopause is often seen as a challenging phase. So we talked about how women can embrace this change, and instead of looking at it from the negative standpoint, looking at menopause as a time of renewal. So there was an article that we went into, embracing menopause and finding empowerment. We talked about low impact exercises such as swimming, walking, and stretching, which can work wonders for joint health. Brain health, incorporating brain boosting foods like blueberries and walnuts, and keep learning. Never, never, never stop learning. Take up a hobby, solve puzzles, try a new skill, get a new hobby, do something, but always keep your mind active. We talked about social engagement. Staying connected is essential for mental and emotional well-being. Do not become a recluse. Do not become a hermit, right? Talk to people, stay in contact, whether it be in person, whether it be by phone, even social media. There are some positives to social media, as long as it's not abused, right? As with anything. And then we talked about detox as well. At this stage, it's less about quick detoxes and more about minimizing exposure to environmental toxins and watching what we eat. Eating healthy, balanced meals. So that leads us to tonight's show. This is segment 4, women that are 60 plus. And this is the time for longevity and vitality. Let us celebrate women in their 60s and beyond. Voila. I definitely celebrated being in this age group. This is a time to focus on maintaining mobility, brain health, and emotional wellness. These years are very, very crucial when it comes to not only staying physically active, but mentally and emotionally healthy as well. So even if you do not fall into this age category yet, many of you have family members and acquaintances that are in this age group. So it's really important to know what are the challenges and how do we overcome them? And how do we even start addressing them before they become challenges? Right? Don't wait until you're 60 plus to start thinking about these things. But for those of us who are already there, guess what? A lot of things can be reversed if we start doing the right things. Putting off the bad behaviors and starting very good new habits. So what are some small but powerful habits that women in their 60s and beyond can adopt to support longevity and vitality? And I think we went over a couple of these articles last week, if I'm not mistaken. We just didn't finish up the 60s. So I think we went into, let me see, this article. Give me just a second. Yeah, we did. We went into this article about women who stay youthful and happy in their 60s and beyond. And these are the 9 simple habits that they adopt. And I'm just going to go over these again. It says here, living a youthful, you know what, I'm going to bring that. Let's see. I did not add the link for this article. Why? Because it's on last week's video. But I'm just going to go over this really quickly, these 9 habits. And I mentioned this before. Go back and watch those videos from last week and the previous week. Give me just a second here. Oh boy. computer is. I tell you, these computers just, they have their moments, don't they? They have their moments. Some days they're so good, and some days they're just a pain. So it says here, women who stay youthful and happy in their 60s and beyond usually adopt these 9 simple habits. And yes, this is, now I have a flashback of last week. This is the article where I had a gazillion pop-ups, and that is happening again tonight. So number 1, they embrace a positive mindset. Number 2, they prioritize physical activity. Number 3, they stay socially connected. Number 4, they maintain a balanced diet. Number 5, they stay curious and keep learning. These are some of the things that we just talked about. Number 6, they practice gratitude. Number 7, they make time for self-care. Number 8, they get plenty of sleep. We just talked about that as well. And number 9, they live with purpose. They don't give up. They don't say, oh my gosh, I'm 60 something and I'm just too old to do this, or I'm just too old to do that. No. These are the golden years. Oh my gosh. Yes. Gold is rich. These are our rich years. Isn't that real? Isn't that for real? I believe that. So, I am telling you something. My screen just went haywire. Give me just a second, sisters. That article, it popped up so many pop-ups, and now my screen has gone haywire. Give me a couple of seconds here, sisters. I lost my screen. Give me just a minute. Sometimes we just have to laugh and smile and go with the flow. Go with the flow. Go with the flow. Okay, looks like I am back in business. Let me just find my spot where I was. We can't make this stuff up. Cannot. Yeah, my laptop is just going bonkers over here. It's so bizarre. Okay. I'm almost there, sisters. Thank you for bearing with me. Thank you for bearing with me. Okay. So yes, the next thing that we went into is aging and digestive health, and some of the factors to look for, right? So once again, last week's episode, we went into that. And then I think we were getting ready to go into joint pain isn't inevitable with age. Let me see. Let me look at this article and see if we went over this one last week, where we talked about joint pain, about it not being inevitable. There are some people that go through their 60s and 70s and not suffer really badly with arthritis. Yes, we went into the different types of arthritis, the osteoarthritis, the rheumatoid arthritis, and we talked about how to navigate through. I am telling you, I am having the time over here. I am really in a battle with my computer. I'm having a battle over here. It's really tripping. So please bear with me. Yeah, we did go into the joint pain treatments. Yes. So I'm finally caught up to where we left off last week. That is where we left off last week, talking about the joint pain and how to avoid, or if you do suffer from arthritis, how to deal with that, the different types of treatments that are available. Something is really off tonight. Something is really off with my computer. Let me see what else I can do here. My screen is now totally blank. I apologize, sisters. We rebuke the enemy, right? Because nobody has time for this. No one has time for this. Let's see, my screen is okay. Wow. I am so sorry. I apologize. But I am really having it is really something going on here with my laptop. Okay. So yeah, there are just so many things that we need to pay attention to look out for. That when we're younger, these things may not be so bothersome. Something as simple as a urinary tract infection. When you're younger, you go in, you get your antibiotics, or you just drink plenty of fluids, flush out the bacteria, whatever you have to do. But as we get older, 60s and beyond, something as simple as a urinary tract infection in an elderly person can cause delirium and psychotic symptoms if not properly diagnosed and treated. So that's why these years are so very crucial when it comes to not only staying physically active, excuse me, but mentally and emotionally healthy as well. And like I was saying, even if you do not fall into this age category, please, please, please pay attention, especially if you may be a caregiver for someone, or you have elderly parents or grandparents, so that if anything is going haywire, you're able to pick it up really, really easily, right? Because a lot of times the elderly don't even realize that something is wrong. They don't realize something is wrong. So these are key things to look for when we're dealing with the elderly. So one of the things that I want to go over is things that makes us age faster, right? There are some things that make us age faster. And here's an article. It's medications known to make you dumber. Who ever heard of that? Medications known to make you dumber. And let me see. Hopefully my laptop will let me into this article. Because like I said, for whatever reason, my computer is just, you know what? I am going to take, sisters, give me a couple of minutes. What I'm going to do is I'm going to restart my computer. I'm going to restart my laptop that I'm using for my notes and for my articles, and see if that helps. So I'm going to just put you on pause here for a second, and I'll be right back as soon as I reboot my laptop, okay? Because it's very, very distracting. Right now I have a blank screen.
Tea Time with Shebrews Royalty features remedies for inner healing and outer beauty. Real-time conversations with sisters in the Hebrew Israelite community, focused on healing our spirit, mind, and body, which will contribute to the healing of our nation as a whole. Sip a cup of tea, wear your favorite turban, tee, or tunic, and enjoy Tea Time with Shebrews Royalty. Tea Time with Shebrews Royalty features remedies for inner healing and outer beauty. Real-time conversations with sisters in the Hebrew Israelite community, focused on healing our spirit, mind, and body, which will contribute to the healing of our nation as a whole. Sip a cup of tea, wear your favorite turban, tee, or tunic, and enjoy Tea Time with Shebrews Royalty. Tea Time with Shebrews Royalty features remedies for inner healing and outer beauty. Real-time conversations with sisters in the Hebrew Israelite community, focused on healing our spirit, mind, and body, which will contribute to the healing of our nation as a whole. Sip a cup of tea, wear your favorite turban, tea, or tunic, and enjoy tea time with Shebrews royalty. Tea Time with Shebrews royalty features remedies for inner healing and outer beauty. Real-time conversations with sisters in the Hebrew Israelite community, focused on healing our spirit, mind, and body, which will contribute to the healing of our nation as a whole. Sip a cup of tea, wear your favorite turban, tea, or tunic, and enjoy tea time with Shebrews royalty. Tea Time with Shebrews royalty features remedies for inner healing and outer beauty. Real-time conversations with sisters in the Hebrew Israelite community, focused on healing our spirit, mind, and body, which will contribute to the healing of our nation as a whole. Sip a cup of tea, wear your favorite turban, tea, or tunic, and enjoy tea time with Shebrews royalty. Tea Time with Shebrews royalty features remedies for inner healing and outer beauty. Real-time conversations with sisters in the Hebrew Israelite community, focused on healing our spirit, mind, and body, which will contribute to the healing of our nation as a whole. Sip a cup of tea, wear your favorite turban, tea, or tunic, and enjoy tea time with Shebrews royalty. Tea Time with Shebrews royalty features remedies for inner healing and outer beauty. Real-time conversations with sisters in the Hebrew Israelite community, focused on healing our spirit, mind, and body, which will contribute to the healing of our nation as a whole. Sip a cup of tea, wear your favorite turban, tea, or tunic, and enjoy tea time with Shebrews royalty.
Wow, I am back. That was an ordeal. That was really that was an attack. I am telling you. Oh my goodness. I I was having a difficult time even shutting down the computer and rebooting it. It wouldn't do anything. So, wow. I am back. All praises to the Most High. So let us move forward. What I was doing in the meantime was sharing some links to some of the articles that we're going to go into right now. So without further ado, the first article that I want to go into, it says here, is things that make us age faster. And this article is by aginghealthytoday.com, medications known to make you dumber. So it was the very first article that I posted in the chat box. So sisters, open that up. And I'm just going to go over this article really quickly. It says here, and this is Aging Healthy Today, medications known to make you dumber. It says, in a world where medications are often hailed as miracle cures for many health issues, it's easy to overlook the potential downsides. The focus is generally on their immediate relief or long-term benefits, from alleviating pain to curing infections. However, what if some medications, while solving one problem, create another by affecting your cognitive abilities? This article aims to shed light on various medications that, although beneficial in many ways, have been known to have cognitive side effects. These side effects can range from mild memory lapses to significant impairments in judgment. It's crucial to note that this article is not a substitute for professional medical advice, and anyone concerned about these issues should consult a healthcare provider. So, the importance of medication awareness. Medications have revolutionized healthcare, transforming once fatal diseases into manageable conditions and improving the quality of life for millions. They are often the first line of defense against various ailments, from bacterial infections to chronic pain. However, medications are not without their drawbacks. While they may effectively treat specific symptoms or conditions, they can also come with side effects, some of which can impact cognitive functions. So how many people, especially elderly people, do you know that are taking medications that are dealing with cognitive issues, right? That may be looked at as Alzheimer, dementia, delirium. So we need to realize that certain medications can also cause similar symptoms. Awareness of these cognitive side effects is not about demonizing medications, but about making informed choices. Knowledge is power, and understanding the full scope of a medication's effect can help individuals make better decisions about their health. It can also prompt discussions with healthcare providers about potential alternatives or strategies to mitigate these side effects. This awareness is especially crucial when the cognitive effects can impact daily activities, from driving to making important life decisions. So there's anticholinergic drugs. Anticholinergic drugs are commonly used to treat various conditions such as allergies, gastrointestinal issues, or neurological disorders. These medications work by blocking the action of acetylcholine, a neurotransmitter involved in many functions, including muscle movement and heart rate. While effective for their intended uses, anticholinergic drugs have been associated with cognitive side effects like memory loss and confusion. The implications of these cognitive side effects are not to be taken lightly. Memory loss and confusion can significantly impact an individual's quality of life, affecting everything from personal relationships to job performance. For example, someone experiencing these side effects may find remembering important dates or commitments challenging, leading to strained relationships or difficulties at work. Therefore, it's essential to weigh these potential drawbacks against the benefits of the medication and consult a healthcare provider for personalized advice. Antidepressants. Antidepressants are medications primarily used to treat depression and anxiety disorders. They work by altering the levels of neurotransmitters in the brain, which are chemicals that help transmit signals between nerve cells. While these medications can be life-changing for many, they also have various side effects, including cognitive ones. Some people on antidepressants report experiencing slowed thinking and difficulty concentrating, which can be distressing. The real-world implications of these cognitive side effects can be far-reaching. Slowed thinking can impact an individual's ability to process information quickly, often required in professional settings and everyday life. Difficulty concentrating can make tasks that require focused attention more challenging, from reading a book to completing a project at work. As with many medications, the benefits must be weighed against the drawbacks, and any cognitive side effects should be discussed with a healthcare provider. Next, sleep medications. Sleep medications are often prescribed or taken over the counter to address issues like insomnia or other sleep disorders. These drugs generally depress the central nervous system, promoting relaxation and sleep. However, they can also lead to cognitive side effects such as drowsiness and impaired judgment, persisting into waking hours. The consequences of these cognitive side effects can be serious. Drowsiness and impaired judgment can make driving or operating heavy machinery extremely dangerous. Even simple tasks that require attention to detail can become challenging. For example, a person experiencing these side effects may find it difficult to focus during meetings or may make errors in tasks that require careful consideration. As always, it's crucial to consult a healthcare provider about these potential side effects and consider alternative treatments if necessary. Over-the-counter pain relievers. Over-the-counter pain relievers like acetaminophen and ibuprofen are commonly used for headaches, minor aches, and pains. These medications are often considered safe for short-term use and are readily available without a prescription. However, they are not without their drawbacks. Some people experience cognitive side effects such as reduced alertness and dizziness when taking these medications. The implications of these cognitive side effects can be subtle but impactful. Reduced alertness can make it challenging to focus on tasks that require concentration, such as reading or working on a computer. Dizziness can also affect balance and coordination, making physical activities potentially hazardous. These side effects may seem minor, but they can significantly impact daily life, especially if they interfere with work or other responsibilities. Therefore, it's essential to be aware of these potential issues and consult a healthcare provider if they become problematic. Opioids. Opioids are a class of medications often prescribed for severe pain, such as that experienced after surgery or due to chronic conditions. These drugs bind to opioid receptors in the brain, blocking pain perception. While effective, opioids have various side effects, including cognitive ones like impaired memory and slow reaction time. The real-world implications of these cognitive side effects can be severe impaired memory can be severe. Impaired memory can affect personal and professional life, making remembering important information difficult or completing tasks efficiently. Slowed reaction time can also be dangerous, particularly when driving or performing activities that require quick decision making. Given the addictive nature of opioids and the potential for cognitive impairment, it's crucial to use these medications cautiously and under the strict supervision of a healthcare provider. Anti-epileptic drugs. Anti-epileptic drugs treat conditions like epilepsy and certain types of nerve pain. These medications work by stabilizing electrical activity in the brain, preventing seizures and convulsions. However, they can also lead to cognitive side effects, including cognitive slowing and attention deficits. These cognitive side effects can significantly impact an individual's quality of life. Cognitive slowing can make it difficult to process information quickly, affecting performance in both academic and professional settings. Attention deficits can make it challenging to focus on tasks for extended periods, leading to decreased productivity and potential difficulties in personal relationships. As with all medications, it's essential to consult a healthcare provider about these potential side effects and explore alternative treatment options. The bottom line, in summary, while medications offer invaluable benefits for treating a wide range of health conditions, they are not without their drawbacks. This article has explored medications known to have cognitive side effects, from anticholinergic drugs and antidepressants to sleep medications and emergency treatments like benzodiazepines. The cognitive side effects of these medications can range from mild impairments like drowsiness and reduced alertness to more severe issues like memory loss and confusion. When considering medication options, it's crucial to be aware of these potential side effects. Always consult a healthcare provider for personalized medical advice, especially when cognitive side effects could impact daily life and responsibilities. So I think that was a very important article to bring out, right? Because so many people are on medications, and a lot of people do not even realize some of the side effects that they may be experiencing. Some of the things they think, oh, this is just happening, and not really relating it to the medications that they're taking. All right. Shalom, Sister Paula. Shalom, good to see you. You said your phone froze. Somebody please speak back to me. I don't know, you may need, I don't know if you can even hear me if it's frozen. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the technology right now. My computer froze up. Your phone is frozen. Yeah, there's some strange things going on right now. So here's so please download that article and please read it. If you know of anyone that's taken any of those medications that are discussed in that article, please have a conversation with them. So here's a common health mistake that can be aging you faster. And that was the second article that I dropped in the comment box. It is common health mistake that can be aging you faster. And this is from aginghealthytoday.com. aginghealthytoday.com. This common mistake, health mistake, could be aging you faster. It says aging is a natural part of life, but the pace at which it happens can vary greatly dependent on lifestyle choices. While many people focus on skincare routines or diets to slow down aging, there is a common health mistake that often goes unnoticed and can significantly speed up the process. This overlooked habit not only impacts appearance, but also affects how we feel and function daily. Surprisingly, many individuals may be making this mistake without realizing the long-term consequences. In this post, we will explore how this simple health error could be aging you faster and what can be done to fix it. So let's talk about understanding the aging process. Aging is a biological process that affects every cell in the body. Naturally, as we grow older, the skin loses collagen and elasticity, while organs, muscles, and bones also gradually wear down. Cell regeneration slows, leading to the visible signs of aging like wrinkles, fine lines, and a reduction in skin's firmness. Additionally, energy levels may decrease, making it harder to maintain the youthful vitality that many strive to keep. However, external factors can accelerate the aging process far beyond what is expected from normal aging. These factors include lifestyle habits like diet, lack of physical activity, and exposure to environmental toxins. Certain behaviors such as smoking or excessive sun exposure are well-known contributors to premature aging. But there's a lesser-known culprit that can have an equally profound effect. This brings us to the common mistake that many make unknowingly, exacerbating the aging process. So what is it that we are doing? What is this health mistake that's making you age faster? One of the most common mistakes contributing to faster aging is chronic dehydration. It may seem trivial, but consistently not drinking enough water can lead to a cascade of negative effects on the body. Studies show that a large percentage of adults do not consume the recommended daily amount of water, which can result in long-term health consequences. Dehydration doesn't just make you feel sluggish, it can actually cause the body to age more rapidly. Dehydration affects every cell in the body, but its impact is most visibly seen in the skin. Without sufficient hydration, skin cells become dry, making the skin more prone to wrinkles and fine lines. This lack of moisture decreases the skin's ability to repair itself, leading to premature aging. Beyond the skin, dehydration also impacts energy levels, digestion, and mental clarity, all of which contribute to the feeling of aging faster than normal. Dehydration's impact on skin health and appearance. The most noticeable effect of dehydration is on the skin. Water is essential for maintaining skin elasticity and firmness, which are key factors in a youthful appearance. When the skin is well hydrated, it appears plump, smooth, and radiant. In contrast, dehydrated skin can look dry, flaky, and more susceptible to the formation of wrinkles. Over time, a lack of water weakens the skin's barrier, reducing its ability to retain moisture and protect itself from external damage. Well-hydrated skin not only looks healthier, but also functions better at repairing itself from daily wear and tear. Dehydration slows down this repair process, leading to a greater accumulation of damage from environmental stressors like UV rays or pollution. People with dehydrated skin are more likely to develop deep-set wrinkles and sagging at a younger age compared to those who maintain proper hydration levels. For many, addressing this issue can be a simple yet highly effective way to improve both skin health and appearance. Cognitive decline and energy loss from dehydration. Dehydration doesn't just affect the skin, it also has significant implications for cognitive function. The brain is composed of nearly 75% water, and when the body is dehydrated, the brain struggles to operate at its full capacity. Even mild dehydration can lead to difficulties with concentration, memory, and mental clarity. This can make tasks that were once simple feel mentally draining, contributing to a sense of aging in terms of brain function. Additionally, chronic dehydration can lead to a persistent feeling of fatigue. The body relies on water to carry out essential functions, and when it doesn't get enough, energy levels can drop dramatically. This leads to physical exhaustion and a reduced ability to engage in daily activities. Many people who feel consistently tired may not realize that their lack of energy is tied directly to how much or how little water they're consuming throughout the day. So here are some hidden signs that you're not drinking enough water. While the effects of dehydration can be felt and seen, many people do not recognize the early signs that they are not drinking enough water. Common indications like dry mouth or thirst may not always appear right away, making it harder for individuals to understand the problem. Other more subtle symptoms like frequent headaches, dizziness, or muscle cramps can be easily mistaken for unrelated issues. Over time, these seemingly minor discomforts can become more pronounced and lead to chronic health problems. Diet and lifestyle choices can also exacerbate dehydration. Consuming large amounts of caffeine or alcohol can deplete the body's water levels, as these substances act as diuretics. Additionally, processed foods that are high in salt or sugar can pull water from the body's cells, worsening the effects of dehydration. Many people unknowingly create a cycle of dehydration by pairing these lifestyle habits with inadequate water intake, further contributing to the aging process. So how do we reverse the damage and stay hydrated? The good news is that the effects of dehydration can often be reversed by making simple, consistent changes. Experts recommend drinking between 8 and 10 glasses of water a day. Though individual needs may vary based on factors like activity level, climate, and diet. Keeping a reusable water bottle on hand, setting reminders, or infusing water with fruit to enhance flavor can make it easier to stay on track. By improving hydration, people can start to see immediate improvements in both their energy levels and skin appearance. In addition to drinking more water, there are other ways to ensure the body stays hydrated. Incorporating water-rich foods like cucumbers, watermelons, and leafy greens into meals can boost hydration while providing essential nutrients. Using moisturizers and hydrating skincare products can also help replenish the skin's moisture barrier. When combined, these practices not only enhance overall health, but also play a key role in reversing signs of premature aging caused by dehydration. Taking simple steps to slow down the aging process. By addressing dehydration, a common yet overlooked health mistake, it's possible to significantly slow down the aging process. Proper hydration is essential for maintaining youthful skin, mental clarity, and energy level. Even though dehydration's effects may not be immediately obvious, they accumulate over time, making you feel and look older than you should. The good news is that this issue is easily reversible with conscious effort. By drinking more water and adopting hydrating habits, you can improve your overall health, prevent premature aging, and maintain a more youthful appearance for years to come. All right. So that water, it's so simple. It's so simple, but yet it can be so detrimental if we don't drink enough water. So that is the one common health mistake that can be aging you faster, but it is reversible. This is another big issue amongst the elderly, is polypharmacy. Polypharmacy in an aging population. I'm going to show this video. It's called Polypharmacy in an Aging Population. How many of you know any elderly person that's in your circle of influence, whether it's a family member, a friend, or what have you, that is taking multiple medications, 5, 6, 7, 8, maybe even 12 medications? That's what we're talking about when we talk about polypharmacy. And this is a huge problem in the elderly. So I thought that this was also very important to bring out. Those of you that may be caregivers, please watch. We're going to watch this video and then we're going to talk about this. And if anyone in your family, or like I said, your friends or whoever falls into this category, please have a conversation with them and encourage them to have a conversation with their healthcare provider. Let's watch this video. Just a second here. Give me just a second. Give me just a second, sisters. I have to. Boy, I tell you, we are having some challenges tonight. Give me just 1 second. Okay, let's try this again. Okay.
So there's no question that polypharmacy is a major problem in older people. drugs, as we get older, certainly make a big difference to people. We have a physiological decline. We peak somewhere around 30 years of age. And from then on, all our body systems go down at about 1% per year. So obviously, we give a drug that in a 30-year-old will do no harm is quite likely to do harm in an older person.
For one thing, our organs work differently when we're over 65. So we may not need as high of a medication dose as we used to when we were younger. Another thing is we sometimes get a paradoxical effect or an opposite effect when we're using a medicine for one purpose and we get an opposite effect. So we see that a lot with things like Benadryl or allergy medicines, where somebody might take that and then get confused because it affects that person in such a way.
They experience different side effects, different interactions between the medicines, and typically are on too many medications, in my opinion, at least. We really work on trying to get down the number because once you're on so many medicines, it really affects the way you think and the way you move. So I find that patients that are on more medicines tend to fall more, tend to get lightheaded and dizzy easier. And also their thinking tends to be a little bit slower.
Well, all drugs can interact with other drugs. And so it's a very common thing to see. A friend of mine, Stephen Fitzgerald in Australia, actually looked at studies that have been done and showed that when you're older, if you are on more than 5 drugs, the 6th drug will either make you better, has about a 25% chance of doing that. That's wonderful. But it also has a 25% chance of making you worse. So we have to start choosing drugs as we keep on adding them very, very carefully. And then we have to reevaluate if we give a person an extra drug to make sure it's not doing harm rather than good.
Other things to consider are things that are great for a younger adult that can prevent problems, and we get aggressive with their medical treatments to prevent things like heart attacks or strokes down the line. As somebody gets older, those medicines aren't going to be as effective because you need to be on them for a really long period of time to get some benefit from them. And after a while, people have they eked out all of the benefits from those medicines, and they really just don't need to be on them anymore. And the risks of them are a lot higher than the benefit.
So, like I said, how many of you are aware of any family member that may fall into this category, that are just on too many medications, and they're having a plethora of complaints? One day they're dizzy, the next day they're weak, confused. And these drugs tend to interact with each other. The more medication you have, the more drug interaction that you can have. And people aren't putting 2 and 2 together. Khan says, mother-in-law and father-in-law. Yes, Khan. So I am going to share one more article here, and please download these articles and share these articles need to be conversation starters, right? Conversation starters for your family members that may be experiencing a lot of side effects from the medications and just not really putting 2 and 2 together. Have a conversation with them, and if possible, accompany them to their doctor's appointment. And talk to their doctor and say, hey, do you think that maybe these medications are interacting with each other, and that's why my husband, my father, my father-in-law, my mother-in-law, or whatever is having all of these side effects? I think it's time that we really have a conversation about this. And also, if you're not getting any luck with talking to the primary care doctor, talk to the pharmacist. Have a conversation with the pharmacist. The pharmacists are really good about educating you on your medications. A lot of times, more so than talking to the primary care provider. Talking to the pharmacist and saying, hey, look at all of these medications and tell me, could it be that such and these medications are interacting, and that's why my loved ones is having this issue, and what can we do about it? What medication can we start scaling back on and possibly weaning off and substituting with something else, maybe something more natural, right? Incorporating now a naturopathic doctor into the healthcare plan. And I think that everyone that is taking medications or what have you, I think it's important to also bring onto your healthcare team a naturopathic doctor and have them work together, an integrative health practitioner to work alongside your medical provider to see what can be done to wean off of certain things and get onto certain things that are more natural. Sister Jeanette says, in my case, my mother is the one who won't take the steps to better the situation for her primary, put her on a strict diet, but she doesn't want to adhere to it. Wow. In that case, there's not much that you can do, sis. Just pray that she wakes up, and, and a lot of times when individuals get to a certain age, they're set in their ways, and they don't want to change. So let's see. Yes, I added that other that last article there, and this one is by Johns Hopkins Medicine, and it's about polypharmacy in adults 60 and older, and it goes into a lot of what more in depth about what we just learned in that video. So I'm just going to skim through this really quickly. I'm not going to read through the whole thing. But you have it available to you. Please download it. It says here, by the time they reach age 60, most Americans are taking at least one prescription medication for a chronic health issue, such as high blood pressure, high cholesterol, or diabetes. Regular use of multiple prescriptions, which is polypharmacy, may raise a risk of overmedication, especially in older people. And it says here, Ariel Green, MD, specializes in treating patients who have cognitive problems, and she conducts research on reducing the use of potentially harmful medications in older adults. She reviews the facts on polypharmacy, overmedication, and their risks. People over 60 who may take daily medications for multiple chronic conditions are at risk for overmedication and other complications of polypharmacy. Complications can include sedation, increased risk for falls, and side effects. Taking a particular drug may lessen the effectiveness of another or worsen its side effects. A prescription review with a doctor at least once a year can reduce patients' use of prescriptions they no longer need and can help them avoid unnecessary side effects and interactions. And some patients, some individuals utilize more than one pharmacy. And so if they pick up certain prescriptions at this pharmacy over here and go to another pharmacy over here and pick up medications over here, a lot of times the pharmacists do not know that the individual is taking other medications. Therefore, they cannot give any information on the drug-drug interactions that may occur. So it's important that you stick to one pharmacy for all of your medications if you are taking medications. Yes. Sister PG Amani, it's a hard situation to deal with. I pray for you. Yeah, it really is. I know. Trust me, I've dealt with this with my patients. Dealt with this with my patients for so many years. It says here, polypharmacy is used in multiple prescription drugs, according to a report from the U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. About a third of American adults in their 60s and 70s use 5 or more prescription drugs regularly. Though the definition of polypharmacy may vary among doctors and groups, it is recognized that the more medicines a person takes, the higher the chance of over-medication, side effects, over-sedation, and other problems. Adults, particularly those 60 and older, may take multiple medicines for coexisting chronic conditions such as high blood pressure, diabetes, insomnia, arthritis, high cholesterol, asthma, COPD, coronary heart disease, and depression. Green says that some patients who were prescribed a medication years earlier for a condition may be continuing to take it when it is no longer necessary. She notes that a prescription cascade can occur when patients are prescribed medications to offset side effects caused by other drugs they are taking, compounding the risk of polypharmacy. Non-prescribed drugs and products factor in too. Some herbal preparations and nutritional supplements are aggressively marketed to older adults with exaggerated claims and little scientific evidence to back up those claims. This is what this article says. They can interact with prescription medicines and cause side effects. For instance, supplements made with ginkgo biloba may exaggerate the action of prescription blood thinners, putting a patient at risk for bleeding. So if you are taking any supplements, once again, it is important to let your medical provider know, have that conversation, and also your pharmacist. Symptoms of polypharmacy can include reduced alertness, confusion, or cognitive problems. Here we go with confusion and cognitive problems again. So many things that can cause confusion and cognitive problems in the elderly. Falls and accidents, weakness and dizziness, loss of appetite, GI problems such as diarrhea, constipation, or incontinence, skin rashes, depression, anxiety, and excitability. Green says when she has a new patient or one who is experiencing symptoms such as these, she looks at the list of medications a patient is taking. In geriatrics, we teach that when assessing symptoms in patients, think medications first. And that is so true. She says, when I see 7 or 10 different meds, I consider the possibility of over-medication. It says polypharmacy affects older women and men differently than younger people. For instance, some drugs work differently in older people. A person over the age of 60 may have a different body composition than a person who is 35 and may process medications differently. Also, when new drugs are tested on people before going on the market, test subjects may not include older adults. So these differences are not always readily identified by the manufacturers. Taking multiple prescription drugs can raise the risk of drug-drug interactions in which one medicine affects another, drug-disease interaction in which taking a medication for one health problem makes another health problem worse. Oversedation. One of the most important risks of polypharmacy in adults over age 60 is oversedation, which can cause drowsiness or confusion and raise the risk of household and car accident, especially in older adults and those who are frail. According to Green, drugs that contribute to oversedation includes opioid painkillers, which can also suppress breathing, benzodiazepines, which are medications for anxiety and agitation, and benzodiazepines, just as opioids, are very addicting. Antihistamines, including over-the-counter drugs such as diphenhydramine or Benadryl. Alcohol, especially if used excessively, can increase the risk of oversedation when a person is taking these medications. Dizziness and loss of balance. Taking certain medications can lead to dizziness and serious, even life-threatening falls and household accidents. Dizziness can be a side effect of sedating drugs or medications that lower blood pressure. Balance problems can also happen with anticholinergic drugs, which include some medications for urinary incontinence, heart disease, Parkinson's disease, and other conditions. So how do you manage polypharmacy? Green says the best polypharmacy prevention measure is regular checkups with a healthcare practitioner, including medication review. Take all of the medications to every visit with the doctor. Put all the medications in a bag and take it to your doctor and say, hey, this is what I'm taking. Do I need to eliminate any of this? And have that conversation on a regular basis with your doctor. High quality care means reviewing all the patient's medications at least once a year and after any falls, hospitalization, or emergency department visit. We try to understand why a patient is taking each medication and whether they're still benefiting from each one, she says. For me, a year is too long because there are patients that see a doctor maybe even once a month, and medication changes occur. And if you're waiting an entire year to discuss these medication changes, it may just be a little bit too long. So I recommend every time you visit your doctor, if you're taking medications, take your medicines with you. Green says that managing polypharmacy involves understanding what matters most to the patient, whether it's managing a health condition or avoiding intolerable side effects. It's a highly individualized process that calls for careful listening and candid conversations. Medication can have trade-offs that are different for each person, Green says. Maintaining mobility and independence, preserving cognition, and controlling pain are often at the top of older patients' priorities. Bringing along a health advocate or caregiver to take notes and be a second set of ears can help the patient keep track of any changes to his or her drug regimen. Together, the patient, doctor, and advocate or caregiver can review all the drugs the patient is taking and whether each is still benefiting the patient's health, spot drugs that may be interacting with other medications or health conditions, discuss right prescribing, look at alternative drug options, formulas, or dosages to minimize side effects. In some cases, we may prescribe a drug that a patient no longer needs, or one in which the side effects are outweighing the medication's benefits, Green explains. She says deprescription involves doctors working with the patient and family to ensure the patient is safely tapered off. That's important, safely tapered off any medications that would cause problems. If stopped abruptly, and monitoring them for the return of any health problems. Do not stop your medications abruptly. Please talk to your doctor and allow your doctor to safely wean you off the medication. The patient's pharmacist can also assist with medication management. I highly recommend that. Patients can benefit from having all their prescriptions at one pharmacy, where a pharmacist can be alert to potential drug interactions and help patients. Follow dosing times and amount, learn how to safely store the medication, dispose of old or expired medications properly, learn about new generics that may cost less, and schedule recommend. That's it. That's it. So we went over a lot in this article. So please, once again, download this article and have that conversation with your family member that this conversation needs to be had with. And there's one last article here. Let me see how long this article is. And I'm going to drop this one in. I'm going to drop this last article for you to take some time on your own to read. I'm not going to go into it because we did watch that video earlier about all the health benefits of beetroot juice. But this is an article that I think that you will get some benefit out of as well. And this article is by Epic Health, and it is beetroot juice may help combat heart disease after menopause. Beetroot juice may help combat heart disease after menopause. Very, very important article, especially for those of us that are postmenopausal. I would recommend reading this article, and, you know, if you see fit, incorporate beetroot juice in your dietary plan. So, sisters, wow, I apologize once again for the issue that I had earlier with my computer. That took up a little bit of time there. But we got past it. All praises to the Most High. So just remember, wellness is a lifelong journey, and every stage of life brings new opportunities to grow, to heal, and to thrive. So no matter where you are, remember that self-care is a sacred act of love. When you love yourself, you are going to take care of yourself. Taking care of yourself doesn't prohibit you from taking care of others. It actually helps you to be able to help take care of others. So charity starts here. Be charitable to yourself. So next week's show is undetermined. I want to stick with the theme of women's health and wellness. So if any of you have any ideas of what you would like for us to go into, you can either drop it in the comment box right now, or you can send me an email to shebrewroyaltybiz@gmail.com. shebrewroyaltybiz@gmail.com. There it is on the banner, the scrolling ticker there. Yeah. So once again, like I said, next week, the plan is, Most High willing, to stick with the theme of women's health and wellness. So sisters, that is it for tonight. I hope that you found the information useful. And if you did, please do me a favor and share this video with your sister, friends, and relatives. Share those articles. Go back and watch the previous 2 shows if you haven't already seen them. Let us grow this channel so that the information can reach Shebrews throughout the 4 corners of the earth, and even those that are not Shebrews but are willing to be a part of our community. We are to let our light shine so that others can be led to the source of the light. We're not the source, but we are the vessel that the source uses. So, yes, let us continue to shine this bright light and help others that are in need. So I love you all so much, and I always appreciate you taking time out of your very busy schedules to have tea and conversation with me, especially on the first night of the week when you all are preparing for your first day of work, of the work week. Thank you, Thawada, for spending this time with me. I appreciate your love. I appreciate your support. I'm so grateful for each and every one of you. So know that I'm praying for you. I'm praying for us. So until the Most High brings us back together again, may you prosper and be in excellent health. And remember, true healing begins inwardly before it is expressed outwardly. I'm your hostess, Qala Yakachaa, a voice of reasoning and justice. Have a blessed and restful night and a very, very productive and amazing week. Much love to you too, Sister Phyllis. Much love to you. AHAYAH. I love you all so much. Shalom. Have a blessed week.